Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Sports 360 on DD India, and here you will get all the latest updates from the world of sports. But first up, the cover story you are tracking this week. So IPL has revolutionized the world of cricket with its dynamic T20 format, bridging the gap between the national and the club cricket. It serves as a global platform for the cricketing fans all across the globe. And let's get started with this exclusive report. The Indian Premier League has undeniably revolutionized the landscape of cricket since its inception in 2008. What began as a T20 cricket league in India has now become a global phenomenon, reshaping the way cricket is played, watched and perceived worldwide. Beyond its entertainment value, the IPL has also emerged as a significant platform for aspiring cricketers to showcase their talent and catapult their careers onto the international stage. The IPL's impact on cricket is multifaceted and profound. Firstly, it introduced a dynamic and fast-paced format of the game, transforming cricket into a more exciting and viewer-friendly spectacle. With its shorter matches, big-hitting batsmen and innovative strategies, the IPL has attracted a new generation of fans, including those who were previously indifferent to the sport. Secondly, the IPL has blurred the boundaries between the national and club cricket, bringing together top players from around the globe to compete in a single tournament. This convergence of talent has elevated the standard of play and facilitated cross-cultural exchanges, enriching the cricketing experience for players and spectators alike. Furthermore, the IPL has become a lucrative business venture, attracting investment from corporate giants and celebrities. The league's financial success has not only enriched team owners and players but also fueled the growth of cricket infrastructure and grassroots development initiatives across India and beyond. Opportunities for budding cricketers. IPL has created opportunities for budding cricketers to shine on global stage. Through IPL, young cricketers catch the attention of selectors. Many unknown and emerging talents have rose to prominence through IPL, earning contracts with national teams and securing lucrative deals with franchises around the world. Players like Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya and Rashid Khan are just few examples of cricketers who have leveraged their IPL performances to establish themselves as international stars. Moreover, the IPL's auction system ensures that even relatively unknown players have the opportunity to earn life-changing contracts based on their potential and performance. This democratization of the opportunities has encouraged young players from diverse backgrounds to pursue their dreams and aspire to represent their countries at the highest level. IPL has transformed cricketing landscape in ways that were once unimaginable. It has not only redefined the way cricket is played and consumed but also opened the doors of opportunity for countless aspiring cricketers. Narayan Singh's report for DD India. A fit against Suryakumar Yadav will be expected to immediately deliver the goods when faltering Mumbai Indians and Delhi Capital lock horns in a bid to arrest their slide in their Indian Premier League cash on Sunday in Mumbai. Suryakumar's potential return to action will keep him at the cynosure, having spent the last 3 months nursing an ankle injury and recovering from the surgery for sports hernia. The world's premier T20 batter Suryakumar Yadav hit the ground running with his first training session at the Wankhede Stadium with 3 losses in a row. MIR languishing at the bottom, whereas Delhi Capitals have spiraled down to the 9th spot in the 10-team points table following a 106-run hammering in their last match. Mumbai Indians, Rohit Sharma and Ishan Kishan have looked promising, but neither has notched up a big score yet. The same can be said for the other Indian batters such as Tilak Verma and Namandhir. Even the embattled captain Hardik Pandya has not been able to inspire his side. For Delhi Capitals, comeback star Rishabh Pant has found consistency with 2 consecutive 50s, but he needs support from the others. In another Indian Premier League match, Lucknow Super Giants will clash with Gujarat Titans in Lucknow on Sunday. Both the teams have won 2 matches each this season. For Lucknow Super Giants, Nicholas Puran, Quinton de Kock and KL Rahul are in red-hot form with bat, while Mayank Yadav, Naveen ul Haq and Mohsin Khan are the highest wicket takers. For Gujarat Titans, Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan are the top scorer, while Mohit Sharma holds the purple cap at the moment with 7 wickets. Both the teams have played 4 IPL matches against each other. Gujarat Titans have won all the matches. Lucknow Super Giants pacer Mayank Yadav has etched his name in the annals of the IPL history with a stellar debut. Breaking the speed gun on his inaugural IPL appearance, Yadav's journey from obscurity to the limelight is nothing short of inspiring. Yadav bowled fastest delivery of IPL 2024 on debut and picked 3 crucial wickets. More in this report. Lucknow Super Giants pacer Mayank Yadav announced his arrival in style, breaking the speed gun on his Indian Premier League debut. The right-arm pacer not only returned with impressive figures of 3 for 27 in his 4-over spell against Punjab Kings, but also bowled the fastest delivery of the season. Yadav clocked 155.8 km per hour minutes before claiming his maiden IPL wicket. It was the 11th over when Yadav bowled the fastest delivery of the season to Shikhar Dhawan, who was beaten as he tried to slash it away through point. It took Yadav 2 years to make his IPL debut since bagging an Lucknow Super Giant contract in the IPL 2022 Players Auction at his base price of Rs 20 lakh. After warming the bench for the entire season, he was ruled out of the 2023 season due to an injury and was replaced by Arpit Guleria. Yadav hogged the limelight in last year's Deodhar Trophy, ending the season as the joint highest wicket taker with 12 scalped to his credit, including a 4-wicket haul against East Zone. He made his red ball debut for Delhi in 2022 and picked up 2 for 46 in his only first-class game against Maharashtra. As Mayank Yadav continues to make strides in his cricketing career, his meteoric rise from the bench warmer to IPL sensation stand as a testament to the triumph of human spirit. With his talent and determination, the sky is the limit for this promising young cricketer, and his journey is one that will be remembered for years to come. Narayan Singh's report for DD India. Ben Stokes finds himself back in the spotlight as he pops out of the contention for the England's T20 World Cup defence, citing his commitment to being a complete all-rounder in the Test arena this summer. This decision follows his earlier choice to return from retirement and feature in the 50-over World Cup, a move that led to postponing necessary knee surgery. For a detailed account of the ongoing saga surrounding Stokes, dive into this report.
England all-rounder Ben Stokes has asked not to be considered for selection for this summer's T20 World Cup to focus on his fitness. The England Test captain, who has already opted out of the Indian Premier League, which began last month, had a knee surgery over the winter and bowled just 5 overs during the recent 5 Test series in India. Stokes said he wants to use the break to ensure he can become the all-rounder he has aspired for across all formats. Stokes said in a statement, "I am working hard and focusing on building my bowling fitness back up to fulfill a full role as an all-rounder in all formats of cricket. Opting out of the IPL and the World Cup will hopefully be a sacrifice that allows me to be the all-rounder I want to be for the foreseeable future." England are defending champions in the T20 World Cup, which takes place in the West Indies and United States in June. That tournament is followed by home test series for England against the West Indies and Sri Lanka before a T20 and one-day series against Australia in September. Stokes has had a long-term injury in his left knee, which has often prevented him from bowling. He did not bowl in the final 3 Ashes Tests against Australia last summer and played as a specialist batter in the 50-over World Cup in India in October and November. Having previously retired from ODI cricket in the summer of 2022, Stokes reversed his decision in order to play in the 50-over World Cup late last year. However, that availability required him to delay knee surgery. The all-rounder then had his surgery post the tournament and recovered in time to captain the Test team in India earlier this year. Stokes only bowled 5 overs in the final Test, taking 1 for 17 as England lost by an innings and 64 runs to complete a 4-1 series defeat. The recent Test tour of India highlighted how far behind I was from a bowling point of view after my knee surgery and 9 months without bowling. The England Test captain's last T20 international for his country was the World Cup final in Melbourne in November 22, where he scored a match-high unbeaten 52 and hit the winning runs. England will play a 4-match T20 series against Pakistan in preparation for the World Cup. Then they play group matches against Scotland, Australia, Oman and Namibia before the Super 8s and knockout stages.
3 weeks have elapsed since their captivating clash in the FA Cup quarter-final, and now Perennial rivals Manchester United and Liverpool collide once more. This Sunday, they meet at iconic Old Trafford Stadium for another showdown in the Premier League. The two fierce rivals are set to face off for the third time this season. The high-voltage encounter is another significant one of their respective campaigns. Liverpool leads the Premier League charts, closely followed by Arsenal and Manchester City. The Reds have already won the EFL Cup and will be looking to win the Premier League and the UEFA Europa League as well. Meanwhile, Manchester United are sixth in the points table, 11 points behind fourth placed Aston Villa. The Women's Tennis Association has announced the WTA Finals will be held in Riyadh from 2024 to 2026. This has finally ended months of speculation, marking the Gulf country's latest swoop into the sport. Take a look at this report.
The women's tennis body said on Thursday that the season-ending WTA Finals will be held in Saudi Arabia's capital, Riyadh, from 2024 to 2026. It has ended months of speculation and marking the Gulf country's latest foray into the sport. Riyadh will host the season finale from 2nd till the 9th of November and replace last year's host in Mexico. It features the top 8 singles players and doubles team. The event could be shifted to Saudi Arabia became evident after the men's ATP Tour set last August. Its finals would be held in Jeddah from 2023 to 2027. The Saudi sports minister said to have a women's tournament of this magnitude and profile is a defining moment for tennis in Saudi Arabia. The WTA Finals has the power to inspire far beyond the sport, especially for our young girls and women. The WTA selected Riyadh following a comprehensive evaluation process over several months, which has included assessment of multiple bids from different regions and engagement with players. Saudi Arabia has invested heavily in sports like soccer, Formula One and golf in the last few years. While critics accuse the kingdom of using its fund to sports wash its human rights record, the country denies accusations of human rights abuses and says it protects its national security through its laws. WTA chief Steve Simon said last year that Saudi Arabia presented big issues as a host for women's tour events, but also acknowledged the progress it has made and continued to engage with players. World number 1 Iga Swiatek and Caroline Wozniacki said at the Australian Open that engagement offered the chance to spark a positive change. Sports Desk, DD India.
Will the Spanish tennis icon Rafael Nadal will be able to finish his glorious career on high? That's the question surrounding the 37-year-old as he is once again plagued by injury. Withdrawing his name from the Monte Carlo Masters, he has 6 weeks to get himself in peak condition for Roland Garros, and a great performance could allow him to compete in the Paris Olympics.
Questions is again raised as to whether 22 times Grand Slam champion Rafael Nadal be able to finish his career on high after he withdrew from the upcoming Monte Carlo Masters, citing his body is not yet ready for competition. The 37-year-old Spaniard, who has said he expects to retire after the 2024 season, returned to competition in Brisbane in January with lots of promise. This was after almost a year he was sidelined with a hip flexor injury, but has not played an ATP event since. His performances in Australia raised questions about whether the 37-year-old could compete for trophies, as injuries have continued to be a serious concern for Nadal. After withdrawal from the Australian Open, Qatar Open and Indian Wells, the 22-time Grand Slam champion latest withdrawal has raised further speculation about his future. Nadal's comeback has not gone as planned after an 11-month sabbatical, and missing the start of the clay season is yet another setback that he must overcome if he is yet to prove that he is still one of the greatest in the game. The 37-year-old Spaniard, who has won the tournament a record 11 times, said, "These are very difficult moments for me, sporting-wise. Unfortunately, I have to tell you that I am not going to be playing in Monte Carlo. My body simply won't allow me. And even if I'm working hard and making the maximum effort every day with all the will to play and compete again at tournaments that have been very important for me, the truth is that I can't play today. You have no idea how hard this is for me to not be able to play these events." In January, the Spaniard said that although he is expected to bring the curtains down on his glittering but injury-plagued career in 2024, but the future is unpredictable. The problem about saying it's going to be my last season is that I can't predict what's going on 100% in the future. The reoccurring troubles will be a major obstacle to Nadal's season plans, putting his goal of winning the French Open, which he has won 14 times, in peril. For much of his career, Nadal has used Monte Carlo as a springboard for the French Open, a Grand Slam event he has won a record 14 times and which he is still hoping to play in, perhaps for the last time. The last of his 11 wins in Monte Carlo was in 2018. He fell at the semi-finals in 2019, the quarters in 2021 and missed the 2020, 2022 and 2023 editions. Of those 11 wins, 9 were followed by victory at Roland Garros. The desire to get out on court is still there, especially on the red clay of Roland Garros, but his body with over 20 years of wear and tear looks likely to have the final say. Sports Desk, DD India.
French President Emmanuel Macron inaugurated this Thursday an impressive wooden building shaped like a wave, which will be the home of ornamental jumps, artistic swimming and water polo at the Paris Olympic Games. More in this report. France's President Emmanuel Macron inaugurated the Paris 2024 Aquatic Centre on Thursday, a venue that will host events such as diving, synchronized swimming and water polo. The freshly finished venue situated in the north of Paris can welcome up to 5,000 spectators.
This center is in line with what we want. It matches our ambitions and will change people's lives. It will first enable us to take part in our Olympic and Paralympic Games. And so here we will see in 120 days. A little more since we are at 120 days. Water polo, diving, artistic swimming. And we will be welcoming the world to this totally new venue, which has been boldly designed and built in an unprecedented way. It is a world first, and I congratulate our architects, our contractors, and thousands of people who worked on it.
The Aquatic Centre's pool was first filled with water in mid-December 2023. It contains more than 5,500 cubic meters of water. More than 4,000 solar panels on the roof will help heat the pool water up to 27 degrees, while building's concave wooden beam structure limits the space that needs to be heated and ventilated.
C'est un bâtiment olympique.
This is an Olympic building. When you are an Olympic athlete, you have to do the best you can. You train for years, and when you get to the games, you have to give the best of yourself. We've said the same things to ourselves. We've had plenty of thoughts on other projects. But for this one, we said to ourselves, we all have to give it our best shot. So the 90% renewable and renewed energy was really a response and a desire of the group to do the best we could. We are achieving this with the photovoltaic panels on the roof. 5,000 square meters of photovoltaic panels that produce 20% of the energy that will be used at any given moment.
This site is Paris Olympics' most expensive structure with a budget of 151 million euros. Olympic swimming competitions will also take place elsewhere, such as at the Paris La Défense Arena in Nanterre, west of French capital. Ahead of the upcoming Paris Olympics 2024, Cuban Milian Lopez aims to fifth consecutive gold medal at the Olympics. Cuban Milian Lopez is the only male wrestler to win 4 successive golds in the Olympic Games history. Lopez has now said that he is focused on winning his 5th gold medal at the Paris Games in July. This will be a feat no male athletes in the world has achieved in as many Olympics. The 41-year-old Cuban looks confident in every conditioning, exercise and including the weights.
I think everyone is looking forward to this medal. I'm not anxious. I'm normal, doing what I have always done since I was 10 years old. I will enjoy the Olympics. I never get ahead of myself. First, you have to do things well and then enjoy the result. That has been my mentality in each Olympics, and that is how I have achieved all my results. All I can say is yes, I'm going for the gold medal. This is in my mind and it is my goal. So far I have never thanked God, let my people or my Cuba decide. Let my people or my Cuba down.
The Now shifting focus to NBA. NBA great LeBron James' son Bronny James announced on Friday that he is entering the 2024 NBA draft. This comes in less than a year after Bronny suffered a cardiac arrest. The 19-year-old survived a health scare when he went into cardiac arrest in July while training with the university team. His father, LeBron James, who plays for Los Angeles Lakers, is considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. LeBron James previously expressed interest in one day playing alongside his son in the NBA before his stellar career comes to a close. The 39-year-old is a 4-time NBA champion and last month became the first NBA player to score 40,000 career points. The 2024 draft will be held on June 26 and 27. Moving on to chess, Arjun Agassi replaced 5-time world champion Vishwanathan Anand as the highest-ranked Indian in the official FIDE ranking list. Arjun is currently placed 7th in the world ranking with live rating of 2,758.3. The 20-year-old leapfrogged Anand in the rating list in March. Arjun became the only second Indian after D. Gukesh to surpass Anand as the Indian #1 on a ranking published in the FIDE list. He is also the 4th Indian after Anand, Pentala Harikrishna and Gukesh to enter the top 10 in the world rankings. Maharashtra claims the title of the 56th National Kho-Kho Championship in both men's and women's category at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium. DD India's Abhishek Prasad brings you more.
Give a big round of applause for all.
India's 56th National Kho-Kho Championship concluded on Monday at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium in New Delhi. Powerhouse Maharashtra emerged as the champion in both the men's and women's sections. In men's final, Maharashtra defeated Railways in a close final with both teams ending tied at 32 all in regular time. The two teams locked horns again in another innings in which Maharashtra edged Railways in the dying moments of the match, beating them 52-50 to win the trophy. The match was a high-voltage clash with highest standard of Kho-Kho being played, as both teams feature star players who play in the Ultimate Kho-Kho League, ranging from Ramji Kashyap, Dipesh More, Arun Gurki to Akshay Bangre and Pratik Waikar. Maharashtra Suyas Gargate won the Eklavya Award for the best player of the tournament. Earlier in the semi-final, Maharashtra defeated Kolhapur 30-28, while Railways defeated Odisha 24-22. Team Odisha finished at the third place.
इतनी स्ट्रैटेजी थी कि पॉलिसी पे स्टिक रहना है. शिरीन गोडबोले सर जो हमारे कोच है, उन्होंने जो बोला है उसके ऊपर हम स्टिक थे, प्लानिंग के हिसाब से ही गए, इसलिए कम से कम टाइम में अच्छे डिफेंडर को हमने आउट किया था.
हमारा स्ट्रैटेजी पहले से फिक्स था, उनके ड्रॉबैक्स के ऊपर हमने काम किया था. जो उनके ड्रॉबैक्स है, जो हमारे अटैकर से उन्होंने अटैकिंग का काम किया, जो डिफेंडिंग लाइन है वो एवरेज खेल के गए, इसलिए हम टीम गेम हुआ हमारा साथ में इकट्ठा, इसलिए हम जीत कर पाए.
Maharashtra won the women's final too, defeating Airport Authority of India in a thrilling match by 18-16. Maharashtra skipper Sampada Maurya was one of the top players of the title clash. Delhi finished at the third place.
हम लोग ने बहुत अच्छी प्रैक्टिस की है, इसलिए हम लोग इतने बड़े लेवल पे जीते हैं. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और बहुत मुझे खुशी की बात है कि हम लोग इतने जीते.
हमने गोल्ड जीता है नेशनल लेवल पे आके, तो बहुत प्राउड फील कर रहे हैं हम लोग. और नेशनल में गोल्ड जीता तो उसका फ़ायदा हमें गवर्नमेंट जॉब के लिए होता रहता है.
Organized by the Kho-Kho Association of Delhi under the aegis of the Kho-Kho Federation of India, this prestigious championship witnessed a record-breaking participation of 73 teams, comprising 1,332 players, coaches and managers from 37 states and union territories and units across the nation. President of Kho-Kho Federation of India, Sudhanshu Mittal, hailed the Kho-Kho Federation of Delhi and all the players who made the tournament a success.
This championship gives them an opportunity of having a dream. The level at which this national championship has been held, it compares anything with any international game. And for a person with such a humble background to be a part of an international endeavor is something which is memorable. This is what gives them the hope, this is what gives them the dream, this is what will make them aspire for the highest of the accomplishments.
In both men's and women's categories, the winning Maharashtra team was given ₹3 lakh and the runner-up team was given ₹2 lakh each. Kho-Kho is one of the oldest forms of outdoor sport dating back to prehistoric India. It is the second most popular traditional tag game in the Indian subcontinent after Kabaddi. Abhishek Prasad's report, DD India.
Now it's time for some flashback. 13th year ago, this week on 2nd April 2011, India etched their names in the World Cup folklore after a 28-year wait. MS Dhoni's men lifted the coveted trophy at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, culminating a tournament that will forever be remembered by Indian fans. On the anniversary of one of the Indian cricket's greatest moments, we take a look once again on that historic moment.
Finishes off in style. A magnificent strike into the crowd. India lift the World Cup after 28 years. The parties start in the dressing room, and it's an Indian captain who's been absolutely magnificent in the night of the final. MS Dhoni will collect the World Cup trophy.
So that's all in this edition of the Sports 360. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us every week as we bring you the pulse of the sports world. Until then, stay healthy and keep cheering your favorite athletes and teams. Namaskar.